Hi, friends. Welcome to my Christmas Friends class. The Christmas Friends bundle is one that I fell in love with almost immediately. For those of you joining me for the first time, my name is Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana, where we have snow. Always have to do the weather report, you know? It's kind of like, everybody's got weather, right? Something we can all relate to. So, I'm going to apologize right now. My allergies this afternoon have just started kicking in. I don't know if it's with the new weather coming in or what, but I've got the drippy nose, so please excuse me. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me add my other camera and some adjusting to do. I thought I had it ready, and then I add it the other camera. It adds a different dimension, and then I'm going to change it again, and I'll probably have to fix it again. No, it's good. All right. I think that's where I want it. Maybe a little bit more this way. All right. Please say hello when you join me. And let me know what's happening in your world. Like I said, my allergies, something has triggered them. I took the dog for a walk this afternoon, and that's what seems to have done a little bit of it. So anyway, we are going to do, I'm going to do a stamp set from the mini catalog. It's a bundle, actually. Oh, there we go. Christmas Friends bundle. There's a lot of coloring. I will do my best to make it quicker for you than not, but we're going to do our best. I am going to use some of this paper on one of the cards, and we will see where we get from here. No wonder. Oh, I was using the wrong dies. I was trying to get this to work out, and I was like, something isn't working. Well, I realize now that I had the fluffiest friend dies. You can see where I could make the mistake. So we might have to recut some things. Oh, silly me. Anyway, the Christmas Friends bundle, it's on page 43. It is a die bundle. So I'm going to blame that on my allergies. Sorry, my mat's a little dirty. I really like to use this, but it just takes, I haven't had any problems with my bandwidth since I changed to this. So we're going to go with this. All right, first card, I'm going to make it simple. Hi, Nancy, how are you? I hope you had a good week with your daycare and all. Hope the kids are all getting excited for all the holiday festivities. Let me do one more thing. Okay. So this is just a standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and I fold it and crease it. This is my simple card. We're starting off simple. So there we have that. Now, one thing I'm going to use that I have fallen in love with, that I think everybody needs, and that is this plaid embossing folder. I used it last week. Oh, now the leg room. It's when my hubs had come out. I used it last week on my sampler, and I have used it twice since. I don't know why I hadn't used it a lot before, but we're using it tonight. So I'm just going to stick this inside. Fumble fingers. Your kids have been wild and sassy. Must be in the air because my dog was wild and sassy today too. I don't know what got into her. I think she knew I was trying to get something done. Although with storms coming, that's when usually we have children that misbehave and critters. Did you get any storms coming your way? I know I could always tell when there were storms coming or the wind was blowing when the kids came in from recess when I was teaching. They were wild little buggers. All right. Huh. Can't believe I did that. Silly me. All right. So there's that. And I love, love, love the texture. And you can actually use whatever side you wanted, but you got rain. Yeah, we got some snow today. So that is what everybody's excited about here. We were supposed to go to Canada and we ended up canceling that trip, like I told you earlier on Tuesday, if you joined me. But we changed our mind because the weather up there was supposed to be frightful. You know what? I'm going to change my mind on that. We're going to add a little something before we get that far. And I should have done it before. We're going to add some of this baker's twine. So yeah, we'll call that good. I need to move it over a little bit. I know I did that backwards. I'm sorry. All right. Now I can wrap it and have it neat and tie it. And tie it after I get it on the card base. Next, I would recommend doing that before you put the glue on it, but you know what? It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. All right. I'm going to tie a bow. Next week, I will be here for mystery stamping, but I will not be doing anything over the Thanksgiving weekend. I take that and do that with my family. I have a couple people that asked me to do vendor shows during that time, and it's like, no, that's the time I get to spend with my family. My daughter will be home, and so it's just family time. Nancy wanted to know what part of Canada we were going to visit. We are going to go visit Moose Jaw, which is in Saskatchewan. We are not very far away from it. And we always talk about going there. We go to Regina occasionally or Saskatoon for different things, but we always say we're going to go and spend some time. They have a little spa area, like a hot springs kind of thing in Moose Jaw. We always say we're going to go there. And so we thought, okay, fine, we're going to just do it. But Mother Nature had other plans for us. Actually, Mother Nature had other plans for Moose Jaw and Regina. And we decided to be smart and not partake in the weather that they were going to have up there. All right. I have a circle from the Spotlight on Nature circles. I love these circles. I would use the other ones even more often, but I like this one because I don't have to punch out any of the things on the edges. All right. So this one we're going to use. I need to find those dies. Just give me a second. I might change a couple things. See, I even have a bunch of stuff cut out already, but I used the wrong dies. Ugh. Well, those are some ones that I was getting rid of. Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. They're right here on top. I was trying to figure out what a couple of them were. Oh. Okay. I'm going to use this little one. I couldn't figure out where this little music note one was. All right. I got it now. I got it now. So we're just going to stamp. Oh, this could be a fun time tonight. Thank you for showing up with me because I'm losing everything. So this little guy is singing. So we're going to do the little mouse singing. There. Oh, 2 hours from Winnipeg. Which direction, Nancy? I have a friend. Well, my friend Alana that does Stampin' Cross Country with me. She lives up in Winnipeg. I've actually never been to Winnipeg. I need to go someday. There's my little mouse. Got some music notes. And let's see here. What other kind of words do we have? Happy holidays, I guess. Is that a song she could sing? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. I'll probably get flagged for singing in my video. All right, send good vibes. Woo-hoo! Thank you for the good vibes. All right, and then we're going to make some little music notes to put over here. But we'll color this little guy first. All right, the bell, we're going to make a light wild wheat. That just looks like a gold bell then. In my opinion, we'll add some Wink of Stella. And cherry cobbler. I don't need cherry cobbler. I want real red. All right, real red. We're going to do real red bow. All right. Then our little mouse. We'll have a little gray mouse. Little gray mouse. Do we want gray granite or smoky slate? Or that one's too dark. Pebble path. It's too dark. I'm leaning towards gray granite, but we'll get a little piece, a little swatch. That one, and then we'll do that one, and we pretty much have a wash. Oh, we got this one open. We'll just stick with this one. All right. They're similar, and yet they're not. Oh, okay. So you lived near in Minnesota. Okay. Thief River in Falls, Minnesota. I have never been there, but yeah. Minnesota's just a state away. A big state away. All right, this is the dark. So I'm just going to put some shadows in where Stampin' Up! Has nicely shown us where to go with them. Add a couple little ones here and there. All right, and then I'm going to come in with the light gray granite. My husband moved upstairs, but the volume of the TV remained the same. Silly man. Oh, the dog can't find me as easily when they're upstairs. She thinks I'm the best. Everyone else is just not as awesome as her mom. She's getting better though. Some days I wonder if I should have gotten a puppy, but most days it's good. I'm glad she's an older puppy. She wasn't just 8 weeks. She was 16 weeks when we got her, so she already had some of her training accomplished. Haha. She's fairly well potty trained. You still have to remember to take her out, but she is fairly well off, which I appreciate a lot. I don't want this color. Let me see. That's too pinky pink. All right, I don't want that color. I want more. This color, maybe petal pink for her ears. There we go. His ears, her ears, its ears. Whatever. What color should the hymnal book be? There we go. We'll give it a little red, a little nose too. A little pink nose. Green. We'll make a green hymnal because, you know, it's Christmas, right? So, Old Olive. Green hymnal. This is what takes so long, is the coloring when I'm doing my videos. Mossy meadow. Dark old olive. I'm looking for a light old olive. I'm not finding any. Light old olive. Well, my markers got mixed up. Oh well. Some days are like that. Maybe I should have used green. All right, now I need some. We'll use a little bit of light crumb cake. And a color lifter. There we go. And Wink of Stella. I love Wink of Stella. All right. Give him a little shiny in his ears. All right. There he is. He's done except for his music notes. All right. I'm going to add him and add the music notes later so I don't misplace him. Like I said, this is our simple card. I have 2 fun folds coming up. I hope I'm not going to go really long, but you're getting 2 fun folds tonight, so maybe that might be worth a little extra time. I try not to keep you more than an hour. But all right, now we're going to do some music notes. I am going to use a piece of adhesive sheet for this. A piece of black here. And don't need a large chunk. This is probably an inch, less than an inch, 3/4 of an inch. So we'll just use 3/4 of an inch. I know I'm probably off camera, sorry. I'm just cutting a piece of adhesive sheet. Do you use adhesive sheets very much? You remember to use them when you have them? All right. Peeled off a chunk. I know black on black isn't the best. It's not really my favorite way to go do this either. Right. And then I just peel off the next section and the next section. And I know I didn't need this big of a piece, but you can always use a piece of black with adhesive sheet on it, right? All right. So now I have this all ready to go. I'm going to run this through a couple times. Well, I have three music notes. Maybe that's plenty. But oh, hey. Ooh, the world's falling down over here. I have all my grass and stuff on my tray that I made. Thinking that I had the right set, and I didn't. I had a different animal set. Silly me. Well, I got some nice grass and leaves if I choose to use them. Okay. Here we go. Anybody have big plans for Thanksgiving? Hi, Glenda. We are going to my nephew and niece-in-laws. That makes sense? Ooh. I just found something stuck in my machine. Well, that's not good. Got it out, though. And my daughter will be home. My oldest son and his wife and baby. What am I saying? She's not a baby. My wife and his wife and my granddaughter. They're going to be gone. They get to go spend some time with her family. Yeah. So there are those cute little music notes. Come on, you little music note. There we go. These are going to be fun to get out. All right. Wow. I'm going to move this close. All right. I'm going to peel off the backing somehow. Oh, that's not going to be as hard as I thought. All right. There's the backing. And let's face it, we're not going to be picky where they land. They're so tiny. It amazes me they can make dies that cut things out so small. All right. I'm going to take the putty end, pick it up, and then add it. All right. And we need one more. Pick it up with the putty end. Get smarter with this putty end. I always forget about it. I use the pointer more than I use the putty end. Looks like it's way off in the toolies. how's that? There's my cute little music guy. There is card number 1. Card number 1. And like I said, I'm keeping this one simple. I don't know if we have any bling we want to add on here. Bling, I don't know, peppermints, probably not. Oh, maybe we'll add some of these. These are kind of just fun little colorful discs. And they're the right color. I think we'll just keep them off. There. Happy holidays from the little mouse dude. You know, I love the moose. So I could have very easily made all the cards tonight with the moose. But I had to give some of the other animals some equal time. All right. Let's see. Next up is, I don't know which one of these is more difficult, but we're going to go for it. I've done both of these before, but not with this stamp set. So this is a fun little fun fold. 11 by 4 1/4. This is scored at half, 1, 1 1/2, 6 1/4, or half, 1, 1 1/2, 6 1/4. We're going to fold this and crease it, and we're going to let these just stay the way they are. All right. So this paper is from, it's some of the paper that carried over. And I was so excited when I saw that it carried over, but then I forgot to use it. And right now I'm not finding it very quickly. That's not it. Oh, I had it out, so I could tell you what kind it is. It's like Winter Meadows. Oh, look at that. It's over here. Winter Meadow. It's this fun paper. It was so gorgeous. And it came back from last year. So you got to like it when stuff does that. I like the deer page. Have I ever used it? No, but I like it. All right. So that's going to be, this piece is 4 by 4 1/2. So 4 by 4 1/2. And we're actually going to put this on. In the last time I did this card, I did not do it this way, but this is the way it's working today. So we're going to glue this on. And we're going to go around the edge. So we don't want glue in the middle. And line it up. All right. I don't know if this circle's going to be too big. I didn't get this far with it. I think we'll make it work. So this is the circle that comes with the stamp set. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this on here. And I know it's really close, sorry. I'm going to put this on here and I'm going to cut this out with the die cut machine. And I'm going to try to get it centered as best I can. I'm going to be brave and not use a piece of tear and tape. I hope it doesn't move. I especially like to use tear and tape if I am lining it over a stamped image, but right here, if it's a little off, it's not a big deal. I know Nancy says that the moose reminds her of Minnesota and Alaska. Totally agree. Totally agree. In Montana. Growing up in Western Montana, we saw moose. Oh, usually saw them once a year or twice a year in the summer. Occasionally in the winter, but mostly in the summer. All right. So this is what we have now. Doing that with the die cut machine, it squished all the glue out. If it had extra glue in spots. I have a sticky spot, just a second. And I got another one down here. Reason why I should have used the tear and tape maybe, or the, there. Okay, so now we need to build our scene inside here. And this might be our cave. So if it's our cave in the mountains, I might put a brown piece in there. I can't lose this. All right. Maybe we'll use early espresso. That's the word I was trying to come up with. We're just going to use a piece in the background. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll play with it. Okay, we're going to set this aside. This is for the back, in case I forget to tell you later. All right, I'm going to stamp and color the bear. The bear has to go in the cave, right? He doesn't have to, but he would look cute in the cave. And yes, that means the moose is last. The best for last. Glenda wants to know, she said, since I was late, did you announce what you're doing next week regarding your Tuesday and Thursday classes? Yes, I did. I will be here for mystery stamping on Tuesday. And then Thursday and Thanksgiving weekend, I'm going to take off and spend time with my family. So yes, on Thursday and no regular class next week. Trying to decide what I want to do for December. Last year I did the 12 days of mystery stamping. What do you think about that? Did you enjoy that? Was that before your time with me? Should I try that again? Any other ideas? The 12 days of mystery stamping. I don't think I would do it 12 days in a row. I think I would probably stick to weekdays on different times that works for me. Some days evenings works, but other days, other times. But you can always catch it on the replay. But yeah, last year I did the 12 days of mystery stamping, and it was fun. And it was nice to only have to worry about one card a day, or one. I think I did some treat holders too. All right. Now this pebbled path might be exactly what we need for our little bear. And here I am not talking again. So I guess that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, is doing the 12 days of mystery stamping again. I think I did some sort of drawing at the end for those who participated or whatever. And so yeah, I'm in the thinking process. I know a lot of people already have started their stuff, but I'm not there. I'm just not there yet. You enjoyed the 12 days of mystery stamping? It's kind of fun. Usually I throw a new one in, but a lot of times I just grab older ones and use new products with them. But that's always fun too, because you get to see them in a whole new light. But I have a few new ones that I was thinking about introducing, so that would work. All right. My little bear, he's so cute. I have some stamp sets that I haven't done a class around yet, so might be, I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to figure it all out, you know. 'Tis the season to overextend yourself, right? Tis the season to overextend yourself. Last year I was working in town 2 days a week, and this year I'm not, so that has helped. The new puppy has not helped, but that seems to be getting better. She was down with me most of the afternoon today down here. I had to keep her distracted. She ate a Stampin' Up box for me. Actually, she didn't eat it. She shredded it all over my room, which is fine. I have lots of Stampin' Up boxes, and now I have one less. She probably did me a favor. My husband was in town helping with a funeral, so he was no help to run interference with her today. All right, what a cute little bear. The face almost reminds me of a Winnie the Pooh bear, but the rest of the body, not so much. All right, my bear's probably a little darker, but that's all right. Oh, he's cute on camera. All right, now we're going to do, I'm going to stick to the red, the real red. And okay. Oh, I should have done some berries, but we're fine. Okay. Okay, and we're going to use, I think we'll use garden green, or granny apple green, excuse me. Give him a little bit colorful wreath on his neck. He can be very festive. All right, there he is. Now, I do want a tree. And let's just start with a tree. But we're going to use the other kind of markers. So stamp set, tree, and you're like, what other kind of markers? We're going to use the Stampin' Wright markers because this one is garden green and copper clay. That's good enough because I want to do this on the stamp so I can get two-tone on here. So I use the brush tip of these markers. And just color your image. I don't use this technique very often, but then I get in a roll. I'll use it for several things. Kind of like heat embossing. I don't heat emboss very often, but then I do for a while. Actually, kind of goes in phases with all of them, even using embossing folders. All right, now once you've done this, then you don't blow on your stamp, but you huff on it, like you're trying to fog up a mirror. Fog up your block. There we go. Actually, we might do another one as long as we got it all dirty and ready to go. Use it for our next. Nope, our next one we're going to stamp on it, but I might use 3 trees on this one. Once you get it juiced up the first time, it doesn't take as much because it's kind of damp already. Fog it up and stamp. Ooh, that one's even darker. Go for a trio, a regular old forest. Are you guys cooking for Thanksgiving? Or are you going somewhere? Or none of the above? We're going to our nieces and nephews. I used to do all the holidays, I should say. My husband and I used to host all the holidays. I used to do all the cooking, majority of the cooking. And then my niece came along and she likes to take turns. And then my daughter-in-law came along and she likes to take turns. So we divide up Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. So I only have to do one a year. You keep forgetting to use this technique. Yep. Oh, my little bear's cute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we're going to cut these out. Die cut machine. So I need the bear. The bear is in the middle. So there is the bear. And we are going to use a piece of tear and tape. Not tear and tape, excuse me, Post-it note tape. This is where we use the Post-it note tape because we do not want it to wiggle and make it a weird looking bear. Okay, and then we need the tree. We'll use the tree and we'll use another piece of not tear and tape, Post-it note tape. If you use tear and tape, you'd never get them off. All right. I need to get my little table set up again so I can just keep this on there. Right now it's piled with stamps and dies. It's just handy. Okay. that done. Here's one. And bear. It's in the middle. And we're going to use another, and do another tree. I actually might do. Those we're running them through, right? Oh, it's hard. A perfect piece here. There, and then I bet I have a little piece of red I can use for a bow. Right there. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, it's all coming together. It's so much easier when you have the right dies. All right. So we have our second tree. And we have one more tree to cut out. But in the meantime, I cut out a bow. It's stuck. Bow. And two pieces of two bows. There we go. And we might do one more. Do we have another scrap of green? Oh boy, do we. We have another scrap of green. All right. And then we might have to add more, but we might not have to add more. This might be all we need. Fill up our hole, our cave. I don't know if we want the background to be dark or to be green. There's that. There's that. We're going to put the machine aside for now. And get a drink of water. So we have 3 trees, 3 boughs, and a bow, and a bear. And a cave. All right. So this is going to close. We have the little bear. We might not. We might have the boughs over the top because it's jazzing up his house. And we can have the trees over here. What do you think? Do you think I need the brown in the background being and I lost it. Being the back of the cave. Put that in there. Okay. So then we have that. And our little bear looking out. And then we have this. It's like he's in his cave. What do you think? Should we put the dark back in there? I actually kind of like the dark. Kind of makes it look like he's peeking out of his cave, ready for some kind of fancy holiday, huh? All right, that's what we're going to do. You guys need to answer faster. I know there's a delay. I know there's a delay. All right, so this is, what did I say, 4.5. You like the dark. Thanks, Nancy. That's at 4.5. Then he's coming out of his little cave. Awesome. Okay. I didn't want to do black, but early espresso works very nicely. Okay. Now we have that. Now we have to put the bear in. Peeking out. I'm going to use dimensionals on him. Her. Probably, it's a him. We'll call it a boy. Just because I keep referring to him as a him. Oh, I am going to go over tonight. Sorry, y'all. I have another fun fold coming up. I just love this set so much that I wanted to do it justice. There we go. And, all right, we're going to put these together somehow and make, we're going to use glue dots on this one. Remember, with your $40 order, I will send you all the pieces and parts to make these cards for yourself. Oh. This one's going to be first. I'm going to add this one. So I used shaded spruce, and then I used some garden green, and then this one's just a little bit smaller. And this one's going to go here to make a little festive little overhang for his door. And then we have a little ribbon for it. I think that's where it would go. Yeah, that's what we're going to use it for. I'm going to cut this in half. All right. So this is just a half a glue dot. So it won't be quite so bulky. I just use scissors and cut it in half. And then we're going to put it on the back of this and then add it to that. Isn't it cute? Let's see. Glenda says her number 1 son is coming home tomorrow from Boston and going to number 2's house for dinner on Thanksgiving Day. About 8 to eat and play games. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Yes, it's just fun to get together and have some good laughs and some good food and just take a day and be happy to be together. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm going to use a couple of these pieces. I want the narrower pieces to go on here. So, there. Okay. We're going to put these up. My creation just wiggled. All right. I want to make sure I get those in. All right. Well, I might need to add a few more glue dots. My swag, my bow swag is getting a mind of its own. Oh, well, it looks good. It looks good. And now we're going to go ahead and close this card up. this is going to get sealed. So you're going to fold this one up, this one back. You're going to accordion fold this. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and crease it. And crease it this way. We're going to sneak back in there and grab this one. Now I'm going to put a piece of, actually, I'm just going to grab this. This is Stampin' Seal Plus. And I just drove off the edge. There we go. And then once you have that, then you line it up and you close it. And it's got the little shadow box look. Isn't it cute? All right, now we're going to add some trees. We'll put one up high. To kind of mimic the background. Then we'll put two more on here. The last one I'm going to put on with a dimensional to give it that 3D effect. There you have it. This is one I knew I wanted to do with this. So there's the little bear. If I had a star, I could put a star. But there's card number 2. So we have card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. All right, here we go. Card number 3. You can always tell the sets that I really, really like because I always have complicated projects. They're not complicated. They just take a little longer. Actually, the coloring is what takes longer on this. All right. So remember I said I was going to use some of this paper later? Before I forget to tell you what paper this is, it is this paper. It's a specialty paper. It is Regal Distressed Patterns. And it is also in the fall catalog. All right. This one is 11 by 4 1/4. And let me put these dies in a good spot before I lose them. All right. So 11 by 4 1/4. I have not scored this one yet, but we're going to. We're going to score it at, I need my little arm out. We're going to score it at 5 1/2. I'm going to score it at 5 1/2 and 8 7/8. Okay. So 5 1/2, 8 7/8. All right. Now, while we have the trimmer out, we're going to turn this. And so this is 4 1/4. We want 2 1/8. And we're going to put a mark here. I'm going to do it so you can see it. We're going to put a mark there. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut from here to here. So that score line, I'm going to go from here up to here. That score line to that middle point. So I'm going to make a triangle on this end. So match up the black dot there. That's 2 1/8 in and the score line here. So when you have the two black lines lined up, in the trench, cut. All right. And do the same thing here. Black dot at the crease, black dot at the half mark, and cut. These pieces are to be make mountains later or throw them away. All right, so that's all the scoring we need to do with this one. I have a bonus card of this to share with you if you haven't seen it already. Okay, so we're going to actually fold this back. Okay, next thing you need is a 3-inch square of this, and we're going to glue it on right here. We're going to match up our points, that point and that point. We can trim the rest later. So we'll add glue to this, and then we're going to add this. I have some crease lines, that are going to bug me. All right. So we're going to add this to this, and then we're going to make sure that those corners match up there. If they don't match up over here, it's not a big deal because you can always trim that off, but make sure your corners are your corners match up on this edge right here on these points. Okay. So there is that. Now we're going to take a piece of the Designer Series paper, and this piece is 3 1/8 by 4, and we're going to put it in behind this. So we're going to go ahead and hold that down, and there we go. And my fancy driving with, and it gets the standard margin around the edge. My ridges are bugging me tonight. It's from me and my trimmer. And then this piece is going to go right here. We're going to go ahead and add this piece. And it goes right here. And I'm going to turn it sideways just so I can get it situated best. There you go. So now I have a piece of white that is 2 7/8 by 4, and it's going to go right in here, but I'm going to stamp on it first. But it should butt up against there. Okay. And then I also have a piece, this is a 2 by 13 16-inch square, but we're going to turn it on its side and it's going to go here. We're going to do a little work on this before we add it. I am going to stamp on this, but I'm not going to stamp my moose. My moose is going to be separate. So let's see what we have. 4 sentiments. Have a very Merry Christmas. Oh, I forgot to do the back of this. We could put have a very Merry Christmas on there. I think we'll put it on the back. Happy holidays, or I will be thinking of you this season. That's the only critter I'm not going to use is the cute little owl. Sorry. So we need to find sentiments. Let's see here. I have Christmas labels, Christmas tree, Happy New Year, season's greetings, Christmas is better together. Yeah, I'm having issues with my Christmas sentiments this year. Well, let's just see where we get. Okay, so we're going to make this a scene, but we're going to do it with some blending. Oops, I forgot to get my, excuse me, I have to reach behind you. I have to get my ink pads. balmy blue. And I'll just do crumb cake. There we go. Sorry. My ink pads are right behind my computer. All right. So balmy blue is a favorite, you know. So just the top half of the triangle here, I'm going to just make it bluish. All right. It doesn't matter if it looks kind of cloudy. All right. And then we'll do the same with the crumb cake. I need a brown. It can be dirty snow if we decide to make this snowy. All right, we're going to get our tree back out that we used earlier. And our markers. I'm going to go ahead and juice this back up again. You know, some stamps just lend to this technique more than others. Knowing that you want a brown trunk and green branches just tells you, hey, markers would be the best way to go on this one. And these brush tips, these markers have a brush tip and a fine point. So they're perfect for several different things. All right, so this is we're just going to go ahead and put a tree up here. Now we're going to put this piece on our card. And we're going to stamp our moose. I get to do the moose. I love the moose. He's so blasted cute. All right, and this is going to have its little frame around it, its little border. All right, I'm going to put a bear on there to keep it flat for a minute. All right, where's my moose? Okay. Let me grab a larger block. He's kind of a big dude. Probably not this big, but we're going to go with it. That's the piece we need for later. I need a piece for a moose. Out of my scrap pile, that is not going to cut it. This will cut it. Okay. He is so cute. There you have it. My little moose. All right. Now we need the color. I'm going to make we're going to go back to the pebbled path, because moose are dark. And let's see here. We're going to do some crumb cake. And I want some hiking boots. I know you're going to tell me those are skates. But you know what? If you color over them dark enough, the dark marker, they look like hiking boots. So let's just see if we can get some hiking boots out of it. We're going to use, we're going to make the blades look like they're the soles of the boot. And unless you look really, really close at these, you're never going to know that they used to be skates. I'm going to go in with the light and do the tops of the boots. See? Boots. They, unless you look close enough, they do not look like skates anymore. They look like little walking boots. I loved that idea. I thought, oh, I don't want skates on him all the time. So that's what I did. All right, let's see. We need to get our moose going. So this is the dark pebbled path. And I'm just going to go over the darker pieces that Stampin' Up put there. This is a great animal color, in my opinion. All right. He's just such a happy little moose. When I was a teacher, my kids used moose books, and I used decorations. I have moose stuffed animals. Their home notebooks were called moose books, and it meant managing our organizational skills every day. And that was our home communication and notebook. And so moose were everywhere. Kind of reminded me of my home in Western Montana. So when I found them, I ran with them. And they were a blessing. They helped me communicate so much better with my students' families. All right. There's my cute little moose. Let's see here. I'm going to use some crumb cake and do his paddles. And how about Black Friday shopping? Any of you big Black Friday shoppers? Will you be hitting the craziness of the shopping next week? Or will you do it later? Are you done? Or will you do online shopping? If you know anybody who would like to get you a gift certificate for Stampin' Up, let them get me in touch with me. I have gift certificates that they can get through me. All right, now that is cherry cobbler more, would be my guess. Yep. So this guy's going to have some cherry cobbler on him. Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot his muzzle. We'll use some pecan pie. And go in with the light. And we'll do some. Oh, this isn't going to work. I need new cherry cobbler markers. What color should I do with cherry cobbler? This doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmas card. There's nothing about Christmas on this guy. So cherry cobbler, and I'm leaning towards a blue maybe. What say you? Cherry cobbler and boho blue. How's boho blue? Should we see what it looks like with it? What do you think? I kind of like it. All right. The moose in our classroom was always called Herbie. That was the name tag on stuffed animals that I got from my mom and dad. They had moose stuffed animals. Big, huge ones. The kids used to cuddle and read with them. They're in my living room now. Yeah. All right. Give them some matching socks. And cut him out. He is so cute. All right, here's his little home that he's going to. We're gonna cut him out. Need to get my machine out one last time. I need the die for it. The moose. And we're going to use some tear and tape. I do not want to have to color that guy again. And here he comes. He is so cute. Oh. And there is my moose. Now he is going to go on here. Isn't he cute? Just a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. And then this piece. Nope, that's not the piece. Oh, I hope I didn't. No, here it is. This is the piece that goes on in here. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, though. So, I don't know what I'm going to make this card into, if it's going to be Christmas or not. I can't find a sentiment that I like. Might be just have a great day. Now, we need something. He needs something on him. We're going to put some snowflakes on here. At least it can be a winter card. So, I have these. And I don't think you can order these anymore. I think they're discontinued, but yeah, I have plenty. So if you put an order in, I would be happy to send you a little baggie full. And we're going to go ahead and just put a little dab here and there. All right. So you put dabs of glue, and then you put snowflakes on them. These are really tiny. So the take your pick tool is definitely the way to go. That one's broken. I got a twofer. And I got one more dab of glue right there. There you have it. There is my third card. I made this other one. I don't remember. I think it was for a challenge with Stampin' Cross Country. So I was kind of channeling this card. But there's the twins. I could wrap some twine around this one too, but I might not. This one has snowflakes. So those are the two moose that I did this technique with. All right, friends. That was a long one, but I hope it was worth it. Some Christmas Friends cards. I might get a sentiment on this one. Yeah, this one says Happy Holidays inside, but this one might not. This one might be thinking of you this winter while you're all bundled up. I don't know. So there's that one. So there's card number 3, card number 2, and card number 1. So there is my Christmas Friends class. Like I said, you can get all the pieces and parts for these with a $40 order. The host code, I don't have the host code out, but I'll put it in the description. And be sure to like, comment, share. I'd love to have you join my email list. It's in the description also. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday for mystery stamping. And in case I don't see you, have a great Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.